are top 10 in first downs, and they'll be up against a 49ers team that wants to be able to control the pace.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Jameis now on first down. Flushed out right. And his first pass is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
3rd and long for Winston. He's got Evans. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now Jameis on second down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Green, 39. Here we go. Patriot. Green, 39.
Now McKinnon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run it again with Kamara. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Jameis to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's McKinnon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. That's James. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now a handoff as they run left side. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Let's go!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. toss. It's McKinnon. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. In motion left comes Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. 15 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be a San Francisco first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Williams, a man in motion right. They run once more with McKinnon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
First down, Winston. This one complete to Ingram. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out.
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. but they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. Spinning away. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Escaping the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing often gets thrown off, and on that play, that caused the incompletion.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Garoppolo now. And an alley to run. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Tyler Davison in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. The slot man in motion right. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's what we love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
2nd down, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
All right, here we go. Blue, line it. Blue, line it.
Slot man moves right.
Detroit. Detroit. All right, here.
Now they try the right side here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Now a handoff working right. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hodges. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Garoppolo. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. This is turning into a bit of a death march here. The 13th play of this drive. Now they try the right side here. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He dumps it down to Ingram, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They have the lead. Still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Here again is McKinnon. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Going for, and this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Throwing, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jesse James, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the 49er hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Toss play to McKinnon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go. Green, Detroit.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for San Francisco, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take...
してよ私を抱い